They tell you love is an investment, but no one warns you about the men who only invest when they know exactly where the exit door is. He's not leaving, he's just cashing out.
Shh! She's right behind me. Don't tell her I have it.
Taking the TV remote is the ultimate market delisting. You aren't just out of the relationship, you've lost the ability to even control the narrative in your own house. In the market jungle, that's what we call a house takeover. He's not just leaving the board of directors, he's taking the remote to the company's future. He thinks he took your power, but he actually just rebooted your system. You don't need his remote to change the channel on your life. You are the broadcaster, not the audience. You are intoxicating yourself with the potential of him, rather than the presence of him. You've gone public with your heart before the product was even tested. Oh, a product recall in my love life? I'm serious. Test it first. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. You stayed for the potential profit, instead of looking at the actual assets. Lila, the pig doesn't get slaughtered because they're stupid. They get slaughtered because they're visionaries with no boundaries. So the vision is the danger? And you know he didn't just take the remote, he took the AA batteries too. Now you're standing in your own house, clicking a hollow piece of plastic, damn fool. Wondering why the volume won't go up. Now you gotta get your ass up and walk to the TV like it's 1974. You're poking your finger like a caveman and fired for the first shot. Me change channel, me want news, is the Sid the Pies. That's the king without a scepter, baby. You sitting on your throne, but you can't even find the weather channel. You just staring at a blank screen, reflecting on your life choices. Welcome to the audit. Today we're talking about the men who bring a folding chair to your soul because they're already planning their exit before the first dividend even hits your account. See, Chloe, you're talking about vibrations, but I'm looking at the IPO. He sprints in with all the hype, gives you his best brochure, and by week 3, okay, but these count diluted shares. He has transformed into a fire stick bandit. This man didn't just exit the relationship, he asset stripped my piece and literally took the TV remote on his way out. Lela, what we're really talking about here is the high cost of a low vibration. We enter a bull market of the heart. We aren't just investing time. Exactly, high risk, high reward. We are mortgaging our very spirits on a promise that was never backed by truth. See, Chloe, you're talking about vibrations. And I'm over here talking about the fact that I let this man use my Netflix password for 6 months while he was restructuring his life. That's not a vibration, that's a heist. I'm out here being the CEO of Delusion Inc. But that is the aha moment, Layla. The heist only happens when the vault of the self is left unlocked. The vault of the self, that's deep, Chloe. Exactly, we must be vulnerable. You are intoxicating yourself with the potential of him, rather than the presence of him. You've gone public with your heart before the product was even tested. This is where you become the pig. You see your best friend, the insurer, screaming, "Sell!" in the group chat, but you're too busy trading on margin. You're literally borrowing from your self-esteem just to pay for a good morning text that came at 2 p.m. You are trying to find wholeness in a broken transaction. When you buy the depth of a man's character, you are telling the universe that your worth is on clearance. Exactly. Solid advice. He's gone, but your soul tie is still charging you interest. You're sitting in an empty room, hugging a t-shirt that represents $0 in actual equity and a whole lot of "what was I thinking?" The crash is actually a clearing. The room is empty so that you can finally fill it with yourself. The margin call isn't a defeat, it's the universe demanding you pay yourself back what you stole. We see what we need to see. You projected a kingdom onto a man who was just looking for a place to park his car. A park? And seriously, that's the funniest letdown ever. Funny, but true. You have confused attachment with alignment. A soul tie is a contract written in the ink of your own insecurity. Soul ties are intense, emotional, spiritual, or physical bonds connecting two people, often described as feeling irresistibly drawn to or unable to break free from someone. The stag has pivoted, he's rebranded, and you're left with the Nike sticker peeling off your life. You aren't a shareholder, you're just a former intern who got fired on her day off. God will sometimes crash your market just to show you that the actual equity was always within you, not in the man holding. Amen to that. Example, look at a foldable chair. That is the physical manifestation of his commitment level. It's temporary, it's shaky, and it's definitely from a thrift store. What exactly collapses under the first sign of pressure? Empty room reflects the space where your spirit used to live before you moved out to make room for his ego.
You said you'd leave if this happened.
I know, I just think one more conversation will fix it.
A pig isn't a beginner, a pig isn't uninformed, a pig is someone who they hold on too long.
The empty room reflects the hollowness of his ego.
See, a collapsible chair, that's for a Saturday afternoon where nobody's at risk of dying, right? You use it for the kids' game, you fold it up, you throw it in the trunk with the dirt and the empty Gatorade. But some of y'all are trying to furnish your soul with that temporary shit. You let someone in, you think they're a permanent fixture. And the minute you lean on them with the weight of your real life, snap. They fold up. And there you are, sitting on the cold-ass ground, wondering why your heart feels like a parking lot after the circus left town. Girl, at least the clowns packed up and left. Yeah, but they took the popcorn. I've had man treat my love like a damn tailgate party. They show up with one of them nylon chairs with the cup holder in the arm. They're there for the beer. Girl, I feel that. There for the sunshine, but the minute it starts raining, they're gone. The chair is gone. And I'm standing there in the storm, holding a heart that needs a brick and mortar foundation. Realizing I gave a VIP seat to someone who was just looking for a place to rest their ass until something better came along. You can't put a folding chair in the space next to your heart, man. You just can't. Because my heart is heavy. It's got lead in it. Oh, that is a song by Omarion. No, girl, that was Icebox, but that too. It's got years of mistakes and I'm sorries that didn't work. You put a collapsible chair there. It's an insult to the pain. That space is for something bolted down. Something that can take the vibration when I start shaking at night. You bring Yap Camping's chair to my soul. You're telling me you're already planning the exit.
You're telling me you're just visiting. And I'm tired of being a tourist attraction for people who don't want to stay for the winter. And set! Girl, are you auditioning for Gone with the Wind, the black sequel? Because who gave you that script? I had to set the scene. The people need the chill, Clark Gable. We'll be right back after this break. Rhett, wait, don't leave me.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.